There are countries that dominate headlines, and then there are countries so small, so remote, that the world barely notices them, until it's too late. Today, we're telling the story of a nation most people can't find on a map. A country with fewer people than a football stadium, no mountains, no rivers, and no land higher than 4 meters above the sea. Yet, this country earns millions from the internet, holds a seat at the United Nations, and may become the first nation in history to physically disappear. This is Tuvalu, the country that may disappear. There is a country the ocean is slowly reclaiming. Not in some distant future, not in theory, but right now. This is Tuvalu, one of the smallest nations on Earth, and one of the most important warnings humanity has ever received. Tuvalu sits in the central Pacific Ocean, roughly halfway between Hawaii and Australia. It consists of 9 coral islands scattered across more than 1.3 million square kilometers of ocean. Yet, all of Tuvalu's land combined equals just 26 square kilometers. There are no mountains here, no rivers, no hills. The highest natural point is barely taller than a single-story building. In Tuvalu, there is no inland. There is only closer to the sea. Tuvalu is home to just over 11,000 people. There is 1 hospital, 1 airport, 1 main road, no traffic lights. Planes land just a few times a week. At night, families gather outdoors. The pace of life is slow, familiar, human. But beneath the calm lies constant awareness. The sea is always watching. Tuvalu was once part of the British-controlled Ellis Islands. In 1978, it gained independence. It entered the world already disadvantaged, young, isolated, and resource-poor. No oil, no minerals, no factories, no large-scale tourism. By every economic rulebook, Tuvalu should not exist. Then came the internet. Tuvalu was assigned the country code TV. At first, it was meaningless. Then television went digital. Suddenly, 2 letters connected a tiny island nation to the global media industry. Tuvalu licensed TV to broadcasters and streaming companies. The result? Millions of dollars per year. For a time, more than 10% of government revenue came from the internet. Tuvalu didn't export goods. It exported relevance. But while Tuvalu built a digital future, its physical one began to fade. Sea levels here are rising faster than the global average. Salt water poisons crops. Storm surges flood homes. Fresh drinking water becomes scarce. Cemeteries are washing into the ocean. This isn't a projection. It's already happening. Tuvalu has forced the world to confront a question never asked before. What happens when a country disappears physically, but not culturally? Can a nation still exist without land, without borders, without territory? Tuvalu says yes. The government is building a digital version of the country, preserving culture, governance, and borders online. A nation preparing to survive beyond geography. Despite its size, Tuvalu has something powerful: a vote. At the United Nations, Tuvalu's voice carries the same legal weight as any other nation's. Major powers court Tuvalu for influence in the Pacific. Tuvalu uses that influence to speak for those already losing their homes. Tuvalu is not just land. It is language, music, kinship, memory. Many Tuvaluans now live abroad, but identity remains strong. Culture does not rise with the sea. Tuvalu may one day vanish from the map, but it will not vanish from history. It has already shown the world something extraordinary. A nation is not just territory. It is people. And sometimes it is a voice small enough to ignore, until it's too late. Tuvalu's story isn't just about one country. It's about what we choose to protect, who we listen to, and how many warnings it takes before we act. Because some places don't have time to wait. If this story moved you, share it, like, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing stories.